It was a cool evening in Enchancia, and the stars twinkled brightly above the castle. Inside the royal laboratory, Sofia the First, dressed in a crisp white lab coat with her signature tiara on top, peered carefully through a microscope. Her turquoise safety goggles perched on her nose, giving her the perfect mix of princess charm and scientific focus. Sofia had always been curious. Ever since she became a princess, she loved learning about magic, history, and how things worked. But lately she had developed a new passion: science. With the help of Cedric, the court sorcerer, and Lucinda, the young witch, she had set up a science lab right in the castle. Today's mission was her most exciting, yet discovering the secret behind the mysterious Starlight Berries. The Starlight Berries were a rare fruit that only bloomed once every 100 years. They were said to glow with the magic of the stars, and legend had it that anyone who unlocked their secret would gain the wisdom of the cosmos. Sofia leaned closer to the microscope. Inside the glass slide, tiny glowing particles danced around. She smiled in amazement. "Wow, it's like a little universe right here," she whispered. Just then, Clover, Sofia's talking rabbit, hopped onto the table, nibbling on a carrot. "Hey, Sofia, how's it going with your little space berries?" Sofia giggled. "They're not space berries, Clover, they're starlight berries, and I think I'm close to figuring out what makes them glow." Clover scrunched his nose. "Well, as long as they don't explode, I'm happy." Suddenly, Amber and James, Sofia's older siblings, burst into the lab. Amber looked elegant in her gown, while James sported his usual mischievous grin. "Sofia, are you still working on that science project?" Amber asked, raising an eyebrow. "Don't you want to come to the ballroom? There's a new dance we're practicing." "I'll come later," Sofia promised. "This is really important." Amber rolled her eyes, but James leaned in with interest. "What do you think you'll find, Sofia?" Sofia smiled. "I'm not sure yet, but I think the glowing comes from something called bioluminescence. It's like how some jellyfish glow in the ocean." James's eyes widened. "Whoa, cool! Can I help?" "Of course," Sofia said, handing him a notebook. "You can write down any changes we see." As they worked together, the lab filled with soft chatter and excitement. Sofia gently placed another berry under the microscope and added a drop of potion Cedric had prepared. Instantly, the berry sparkled brighter, and tiny constellations appeared inside. "Sofia, look!" James pointed. "It's like the stars inside the berry are moving." Sofia's heart raced. She realized the berry was responding to the potion. "I think we've unlocked the first part of the secret," she said excitedly. Just then, there was a knock at the door. Cedric and Lucinda entered, both carrying old scrolls. "We've brought some ancient texts about the Starlight Berries," Cedric announced, looking a bit skeptical. "But remember, young princess, magic and science don't always mix." Lucinda, however, was grinning. "Oh, I think this is brilliant." As they all gathered around, Sofia read the scrolls carefully. According to legend, the berries not only held starlight but also absorbed the hopes and dreams of those around them. That's why they glowed so brightly. They were filled with the wishes of the kingdom. Sofia sat back in her chair, thoughtful. So it's not just the science, it's the magic of people's dreams, too. Amber, who had been quietly watching, stepped closer. "Sofia, maybe you should take one to the ballroom. Everyone's gathered there with so much excitement. Maybe that will help unlock the rest of the mystery." Sofia's face lit up. "Great idea, Amber." With care, she placed a single starlight berry in a glass orb and carried it to the ballroom. As she entered, the music paused and everyone turned to look. The berry began to glow even more brightly, casting shimmering light across the marble floor. The berry floated gently out of the orb, rising above everyone's heads. The crowd watched in awe as it burst into a shower of twinkling lights, forming constellations above them. A soft, gentle voice seemed to fill the room. The light of the stars lives within those who dare to dream. Sofia's eyes sparkled as she looked at her family, friends, and kingdom. She realized the true magic of the Starlight Berries wasn't just in their scientific glow, it was in the love, hope, and dreams they carried. That night, as the stars shone even brighter above Enchantia, Sofia returned to the lab. She carefully recorded everything they had discovered in her science journal, writing, "The best discoveries come when magic and science work together, and when we believe in the power of dreams." Clover yawned from his spot on the windowsill. "So, does this mean we're done with the science stuff for today?" Sofia giggled. "For today, yes. But tomorrow we explore the moon blossoms." Clover groaned playfully, and the two of them laughed under the twinkling sky. From that day on, Sofia became known as the Princess Scientist, inspiring children across the kingdom to follow their curiosity, combine magic and knowledge, and never stop dreaming. And so, the castle became not just a place of royal balls and grand feasts, but also a place where stars, science, and magic danced together in perfect harmony. The end.